Yes, income from other source. In the last class we discussed about theory part of income from other source. We know under income from other source there are specific income and there are income which do not belong to first four categories of income comes under income from other source. Then we discussed about types of security. Various types of securities we have discussed: less tax securities, tax free security, taxable government security, commercial securities, etc. Then we discussed about the rules regarding grossing up of interest. If there is a net interest given, how to gross up the interest. Whenever we are grossing up of the interest, we need to consider the TDS rate, and if TDS rate is 10%, then what is the rule of grossing up depending upon the type of the securities we have seen. So now today we are going to see some of the problems regarding income from other source. Now let us see problem number 1, and also we have discussed this bond washing transaction in the previous class. Yes, so now first 4-mark problem. First problem is of 4 mark. Now let us see, from the following particulars of income of Mr. X, compute is income from other source. So there are 4 items they have given, adjustments you can say they have given. So first one, if you see, yes, first one if you see here, 10%, 18,000 tax free debentures listed in the bracket, listed they have given, of steel company. So now you need to understand a few things here. So whenever there is a listed word is mentioned, we have to gross up. We have to gross up this one. So how to gross up? 18,000 they have mentioned, 10%, right? So 18,000 into 100 by 90 if you do, you will get a grossing up amount of this tax free debenture. Second one, 20,000 units of UTI. UTI means Unit Trust of India. So now dividend received, that is 5,000. Any dividend from UTI, whether it is taxable under income from other source, any dividend received from UTI, exempt. It is exempt from tax. So what happens? This one you need to write exempt, second one. So now third one, gift from foreign friend on occasion of wedding anniversary, 50,000. So what is the rule for gift? That is, if it is less than 50,000, it is not taxable. If it is more than 50,000, aggregate amount taxable. Then on occasion of marriage, exempt. On occasion of if a gift is received from relative, it is exempt. So here foreign friend, marriage anniversary, what we are going to do here, whether it is taxable or exempt? Taxable. So you need to give a tax for this one, that is 50,000. You need to write entire amount. Then winning from lottery net they have mentioned. See this, winning from lottery, that is 3,50,000. Lottery rate we know, this is a casual income. It is income from gambling or betting you can say, that is 30% tax is there. So 30% tax. So how to gross up this one? Net amount they have mentioned. So 100 by 70, 3,50,000 into 100 by 70 if you do, you will get winning from lottery gross amount, or else you can say before tax what was the amount. So that amount you will get. So now we need to do the calculation. See this, computation of taxable income from other source. So particular and amount column, only 2 column you need to do here, particular and amount. First one, 10%, 18,000 tax free debenture. I have already told you, if it is a listed debenture, if the word listed comes, you need to gross up. Whether amount is given, whether rate is given, that doesn't matter, you have to gross up. So 1,800 into 100 by 90, if you do, you will get the amount 2,000. Dividend from UTI we know that is exempt from tax, so no taxation, nil. Gift from a friend on occasion of wedding anniversary, that is 50,000, taxable. If it is a marriage, then no tax. Winning from lottery, 3,50,000 into 100 by 70, because rate is 30%, tax rate, amount is 5 lakh. Taxable income from other source, if you add all 3 things, 2,000, 50,000, 5 lakh. If you add all these things, you will get 5,52,000. That is taxable income from other source. Yes, any doubt in this problem, 4-mark problem? Tell
No,
me.
sir.
Dayanand, no doubt. What about others? Very
No
simple
doubt.
problem. Gaurav, yes. So I hope everyone understood this one. Very simple 4-mark problem. Now let us see one more problem regarding 4-mark. So problem number 2. See this now. Mr. Parikh. Mr. Parikh's investment during the year 31st March 2020 consisted of the following. So now first one, if you see here, what they have mentioned, amount is given, rate is given. Amount is also mentioned, rate is also mentioned. Should we gross up? First question, should we gross up here? Can anyone tell me whether grossing up is required? See here no need of grossing it up, because here if you know the rule, they have mentioned if the amount as well as the rate is given, there is no need of grossing it up. So government security, so they have not mentioned whether it is tax free or taxable. So it is taxable security, government security it is given, so that we have to see. Then Pune municipal bond. Pune municipal bond 20,000 into 12%. If you do, you'll get the amount. It is a local authority, you can say. Pune municipal bond. Similarly, there is a Bombay Port Trust bond is there. Bombay Port Trust bond. Again, same thing. 40,000 into 9%. Then securities issued by the foreign government. Again, rate is given, amount is given. No need of grossing it up. So now 7% government bond, that is 18,000. Again directly we can calculate. So now next one, national plan certificate. National plan certificate, whether it is taxable or exempt. So here we are calculating interest on securities. So all the interest on securities we are calculating. So here government security is given, bond is given, port trust bond, foreign government bond, again government bond, plan certificate if there is any interest, NSC 7-year post office if there is interest. So now my question is, national plan certificate interest, whether it is taxable and from other source. Yes, tell me. It is taxable or exempt? National plan certificate interest. It is exempt from tax. So there is no tax on national plan certificate. Similarly now NSC, 7-year post office NSC, again there is no TDS. So interest on securities, while we are calculating, again you should not consider NSC 7-year post office. So again no tax you can say here. So now adjustment they have mentioned, he paid 120 commission for collecting interest taxable. So we know we need to calculate interest taxable here. So while collecting it, you need to pay certain commission to the banker, you can say, that is 120 rupees under the head interest on securities. And similarly there is 2,400 interest on loan taken for the purpose of purchasing Bombay Port Trust bond. So here one is collection charges, second one is loan, interest on loan taken, or loan you can say, whether it is deductible from income from other source, collection charge and loan taken. Just tell me. Yes, can you comment in the chat box, or can you unmute yourself and tell me? Collection charge. See, this collection charge is there, right? Collection charge you need to deduct from income from other source, deductible item, commission. Then interest on loan also again deductible item 2400. Find his income from other source, they have asked you. Again this is a 4-mark question but bit lengthier one. So now if you see here, solution part, computation of taxable income from other source. So again particular and one column you need to do, particular and one amount column. So now let us see here. First one, we are talking about 10% government securities. 10% government securities given in the question. Amount is given 35,000 worth of security, 10%. So directly interest we can calculate 35,000 into 10%. What is the amount here? 3,500. So 3,500 we have written under amount column. Now second one, there is a 12% Pune municipal bond. Pune municipal bond also same thing we have to do. Amount is given 20,000. If you see the question, you will come to know 20,000, 12%. See this? So 20,000 into 12%, if you do, you will get Pune municipal bond interest. That is 2,400. Similarly, there is a Bombay Port Trust bond. So Bombay Port Trust bond also same way you need to calculate. You need to see the rate, you need to see the amount, just multiply, no grossing up here. 40,000 into 9%. 40,000 into 9%. Answer is 3,600. See this? 9% Port Trust bond. Next, 7-year post office NSC. So 7-year post office NSC. If you see the document, there it is excluded. So you need you can consider this one because there was some typing mistake here. NSC, it was excluded in the document. I have added it again. So 20,000 7-year post office NSC is there, right? So again interest we are going to see here. Interest is exempt from tax, so it is exempt. Securities issued by the foreign government, rate is given, amount is given directly. 20,000 into 9%, 1,800. See this? Foreign government securities. See this? 20,000 into 9%. Next, 7% government bond. Again directly we need to calculate 18,000 into 7%. That is nothing but 1,260. 7% government bond. Now next is national plan certificate. National plan certificate interest is exempt. 7% national plan certificate under section 10 clause 15 of the Income Tax Act, it is exempt from taxation. See this? Now we need to get the total. Just add all these 7 adjustment. Answer 3,500 plus 2,400 plus 3,600 plus 1,800 plus 1,260. You will get 12,560 as total. From this you need to deduct certain items that is given in the adjustment. One is collection charge, second one is interest on loan. If you see here, collection charge, that is 120 rupees commission paid by the SSE while collecting the interest. So that is nothing but collection charge, you can say 120 you can deduct. Similarly SSE, what he does, 2,400 as a interest on loan taken for Bombay Port Trust bond, that is also deductible, interest on loan. See this? 2,400. So add these two things, 2,400 plus 120, you will get 2,520. Finally we want taxable income from other source. So from the total you need to minus deductible items, you will get taxable income. 12,560 minus 2,520, you will get final answer 10,040 rupees as your taxable income from other source. Yes, any question regarding this problem?
No sir.
Narasimha, what about others? Have you understood this one?
Understood, yes, sir.
Gaurav, Anvit, Pragati, Anuj, Anand, Dayanand, Shavya. So this is again, yeah. So I hope it is very one more simple problem. You need to just know the exemptable limit here. Exemptable limit and what and all items are exempt from tax, that we need to know. And to what and all item TDS is there, and for what and all item TDS is not there, tax deducted at source, that we need to understand. So now problem number 3, again one more small 4-mark problem. Let us see problem number 3. See this: the following incomes are received from Srimati Radha during the previous year 2019-20. So now first one, if you see, now you need to tell me, you can tell this one because whether it is taxable or not, just you need to tell me. Dividend on equity share, whether it is taxable,
Exempt.
exempt, sure, yes. Why it is exempt? Can anyone tell me? Dividend on equity share,
Because it's not more than 10 lakhs.
not more than 10 lakhs, and one more thing, it is shares from Indian company.
Indian company.
Yeah, listed. So that is why here it is exempt from tax. Dividend on equity share, exempt you can write. Now second one, interest on bank deposit 2500, whether it is taxable.
Yes.
Interest,
Taxable.
taxable. Interest on bank deposit 2500, it is taxable, so you can write the amount directly. Now third one, royalty received from publishing the book, that is 15,000. So royalty income, whether it comes under income from other source, royalty income,
Yes, sir.
yes,
Yes, sir.
yes. So royalty income 15,000 you have to consider, but there is some expenditure incurred while getting the royalty income. So what we are going to do this about this 3,000 now?
Less.
Less deduction. Yes, so she has spent 3,000 as typing charges for publishing the book. So now this 3,000 you can deduct from 15,000. Now next one, gift from brother,
Exempt.
Exempt.
exempt. Gift from relatives, gift from relative is exempt from tax, so that is why gift from brother is exempt. Now next one, 5,400 received as interest on debentures of a company listed. Now what we are going to do, 5,400 received as interest on debenture of a company listed, they have said.
Cross up, sir.
Grossing up is required. See, we have to see the rules first. So now let us see the theory part once again. So let us see whether we should gross up or not, whether it is mentioned or not, we have to see now. So after specific income, other items under income from other source, family pension is there, then income from interest on security, if you see, less tax. See this rule we have to see now. The rate of TDS on interest is as follow. Debenture issued by a company, that to limited company, provided they are listed in a recognized stock exchange in India, 10%. In case of unlisted company, issued unlisted securities issued by the company, then TDS is 10%, while computing the interest has to be grossed up. So that is why here grossing up is required. 5,400 into 100 by 90, because 10% is a TDS, so 10% is a rate given, so that is why 100 by 90 if you do, you will get the amount. Now next one, 1,000 as interest on post office saving bank account,
Exempt.
exempt. Whether it is sure, surely it is exempt, 100%
Yes, sir.
sure. Yes,
Because less than 3,500.
yes. So the rule is for single account holder up to 3,500 interest from post office saving bank account exempt. For joint account holder it is 7,000. Up to 7,000 interest on post office saving bank account is exempt. Since here amount is 1,000, it is exempt from tax. Now next one more thing, 2,000 dividend received from cooperative society. Dividend from cooperative society 2,000, whether it is taxable. Any idea? Dividend from cooperative society, dividend from companies exempt, dividend from UTI exempt, cooperative society it is taxable. Dividend from a cooperative society is taxable. Dividend from foreign company, whether it is taxable?
Yes.
Yes. So yes. So dividend from foreign company taxable. Similarly, dividend received from cooperative society is also taxable. Compute her income from other source. So after discussing all these 7 points, just you need to do the format. Computation of taxable income, particular and amount column. So one by one we have discussed this. See this, dividend on equity share, it is exempt from tax. Interest on bank deposit, amount is given directly, 2500 taxable. Royalty from publishing book, that is 15,000 less. There is expenditure incurred for this publication, so that is typing charges 3,000. You need to deduct from the royalty amount. You will get 12,000. That is taxable income from other source. Gift from brother, it is exempt. Interest on debenture, that is of listed company, that is why we need to gross up 10% they have said, that is why 100 by 90, 5400 into 100 by 90, you will get 6000. Interest on debenture. Interest on post office saving bank account, it is exempt. Amount given in the question, that is 1000. Exemptable limit is 3500 for single account holder. Dividend from cooperative society, it is 2000 taxable. Finally you need to get the total, that is taxable income from other source. Add all these things, 2500 plus 12,000 plus 6,000 plus 2,000. Final amount 22,500. That is taxable income from other source. Yes.